What's up, guys? How's it going? Today I just wanted to talk about buying RC cars used versus new, what I like to do, the differences in when you should buy it used and when you should buy it new. So here, for example, this is a new kit. Obviously I already built it, but you can get it new like this. It comes in a box. You build it all, or you can buy one like these two here. I got used, but I mean, really clean car. So when you know when to buy it used, when you want to buy it new, I'm gonna keep it really simple, and there's no right answer for this, right? But in my opinion, if you're just getting into the hobby, like you have no prior experience with RC cars, but you want to race them, or let's say you just own like a couple Traxxas cars, pre-built ones, and you want to get into the racing side of RC stuff, I would 100% recommend getting this kit and building it yourself. Pros to that being, I mean, you take a Traxxas car here, keep in mind this one's a little disassembled. You take this Traxxas car, there's not much to it, right? But if you take it and compare it to this, when you have all your adjustable linkages, all different gears, you know, so much more adjustability. And with the Traxxas car, you're really not taking it apart too much. I mean, they're really reliable. Same for these, the race ones. But the difference that I'm getting at is you're going to always be wanting to work on your car, always going to be wanting to tinker with it. So if it's your very first time, I'd recommend building it. This car right here, shocks are off of it right now. But this is actually my first, or my second hobby grade, like race buggy. It's a B74.1D. And I built this one. This is the first car that I built. Besides, I have a Techno Mini Truggy. Besides the point, though, that was my first car that I built from scratch, basically. And that really, that helped me better understand how all these things go together. So, like, let's say you're at a track and something breaks, you already know how to put it together because you already assembled the whole car. So yeah, I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Pretty straightforward for that. So if it's your first time and you're looking to get into RC racing and you have the money for it, I would recommend buying the kit new. Those are the pros for it. The cons are it's going to be more expensive. Especially, I mean, if you already have like a remote lying around that you can use it with your kit. Just buy a receiver, but make sure it's a decent hobby grade remote. If you guys are watching us trying to get into the hobby, I was using these remotes for like 80% of my time in the hobby, probably 90%, like 6-7 years. Right? Like, I just switched to using the Noble NB4, but before then, I was literally just using this Futaba 3PV. T3PV is what it's called, and it works great. Like, I would really recommend this remote. Some people run it, but like, I ran it basically my whole RC career. It's a good size for someone that has bigger hands, or smaller hands too, but it suits bigger hands. It has a little display, really easy to understand, really nice to feel. Like, great remote for like under 150 bucks, I think. Anyways, moving on to the cons. Like I said, price. If you're watching this and you have no clue what RC really is, or you don't know what you need for it, if you buy this kit, comes in a box that looks like this, you build it, you're still going to need your tires, your wheels. You're going to need this orange thing, which is a servo that steers the car, your ESC, which is like the brain, and the motor, which is, well, the motor, it delivers the power. On top of that, accessories that you really do need is you're going to need a fan that mounts right there. That's kind of facing the motor right here. really like on carpet especially, you're going to need that. And another thing you're going to need is you're going to need this little red thing. It's called a transponder. That is what actually tracks your lap times. But those are expensive. Even used, you can't really find them that cheap, to be honest. Like, they're going to set you back about $100. And then don't forget your receiver, which is also in there. That's going to just, connect to your remote. But yeah, and then there's the little upgrade parts you probably want. We're not going to talk about that today though. But let's just say you're spending, I'd say like $400 to $500 on the kit if you're getting the latest and greatest thing. And then at least like $300, $400 on electronics, like at least. Unless you want to go maybe like the Hobbywing just stock route, which might actually be a really good route for somebody who's just starting out. Then it might be around like $250, $300. But you get what I'm saying. So you got to do that, and then you got to paint your body. So it's like kind of a trade-off. But I do think it's worth it for your first time getting into the hobby to build your own car with all the benefits of understanding it. Now, speaking on the side of buying used, which is what I've been doing after I've built like 2 or 3 cars. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say you have to be careful buying used because you don't know who was driving that car before you, how they drove it, the wear it's been through, you know what I'm saying? How long they've had it. Like, I mean, let's say this B6.4. I know this is a B6.2 box, but this is a B6.4. I think it came out in 2022. Somebody could have got a rare batch. They could have opened the box in 2024, and this car could have only been, on the track and around for a year. Or it could have been the first car that was made for the B6.4 line. It could have been thrashed and then just given to me throughout the years. So you don't know that. Now I will say, if you just visually observe the car, even online in pictures, and it looks to be in good condition, and I'm going to get to something else in a second, and you have to make sure the guy you're selling it or you're buying it from is trustworthy, stuff like that. Maybe even request a video of it running. Then you should generally be fine. And it has to do with the price and what's included too. Like, let me just share personally what I've bought used. Let's get into, so this one first, and I bought a couple more used years back. We're just gonna talk about the recent ones. This is a B6.4. I got it off Marketplace. It did not come with any electronics in here at all. It was just a rolling chassis. So it came with tires, the car, the body, and a couple spare parts. Now, this car when it came out was probably like $400, not including the tires, not including the spare parts. I got this thing off Marketplace, shipped to me for $140 with the body, with the tires, fully built, and it hasn't given me really any issues at all. I've had it for a couple months now, and I love it. I really do love this thing. It's far superior to my B6.2, and it's just a great car. Now this one, because I looked at the guy who I was buying it from, and I made sure that he is not a scammer, which is the one thing I'm going to get into quick. If this is your first time and you've never been on Marketplace, you don't know what scammers look like, you don't know what a real account looks like, I would not recommend buying used, because I've sold many items through Marketplace, shipped many items, bought many items, so I'm really familiar with what stuff looks like, when it's real, when it's not, and you should be able to tell. But if you're just not good with that stuff, don't buy it used, because Marketplace is going to be your best bet. And I'd recommend not just looking at Marketplace, but joining groups like, I just bought another B6.4 off Team Associated Buy Sell Trade group on Facebook, and it was an insane deal. I'll share it with you guys. Hasn't came yet because I just got it, so who knows. I'll let you know if I get scammed or not. I won't, because I was smart about it, but it's another B6.4, so I can run a 17.5 class and a 21.5 class. It has the XR10 stock spec ESC. It has a, I think, Trinity X Factor 17.5 and a, it's like some nitro power shorty servo with the body, with tires. This guy posted a ton of stuff, so I also got Exotech rear hubs for my 8-scale car, a couple shock oils, and like 7 pinion gears. All of that for, it was about $400. And you're already spending more than $400 if you were to buy the kit new, the new B7 kit. That's kind of what I was thinking. It's like perfect scenario if you want to look at it in my perspective. I wanted another tool drive buggy. The B7 kit, guys, the kit literally comes with the car, the body that you have to build, which is fun. I wish I could build it. But you don't have tires, you don't have electronics, you don't have anything. And it's probably, no, it is $430 after tax. And for less than that, I got just a previous generation of the car, which is not that, like, it's really not a worse car. I mean, you look at forums, you look at Facebook groups, people like the B6.4 more. Some people do. Some people love the B7 more. But to a regular racer that's not a pro level racer like you or me, you're not going to tell a difference, man. Like, you're just not. And I got that car with full electronics, with Exotech rear hubs for my 8-scale that are $40, for shock oils, for pinion gears. I got it for like $400. Like, you can't go wrong with you just can't go wrong with that. But you have to know who you're buying from. You have to look at their reviews. You have to know that. But yeah, guys, that's basically gonna wrap it up. So it is, at the end of the day, your choice. If you're somebody who maybe has a friend that is super into RC and you just want to get into it, you don't care about building it, you don't care about learning it, get with your friend, ask him what Facebook groups to join. He'll help you out, and just maybe buy something on Marketplace through a trusted seller. But then again, you won't get that experience. So it's, do you want to build it new? Spend double the money, but get double the experience with it. And then after that, if you get more into it, you can buy stuff used. Or do you just want to buy it used off the bat? Be smart about it, get a good deal, and just go racing. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any comments with questions that you have. And yeah, that's kind of where I stand on the used versus new platforms now. I'm starting to buy more used stuff just because I get good deals and I know what I'm looking for. But a ton of guys still would say, no, don't buy used. If you know what you're looking for, and you can verify that it's not in rough shape, I don't see why not. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I hope that helped at least one person. So yeah, have a good one, guys.